Aren't you tired of boring and predictable podcasts? Remember the movie Groundhog Day? Ugh. The only thing predictable about this show is that we're guzzling booze. Count on it. This is the Appleboys podcast. Appleboys.us. If it's NFTs, music festivals, sporting events, strip clubs, current events, or masturbation techniques. Did I read that right? There's more than one? Fueled by, but not sponsored by, Miller Lite. This is the Appleboys podcast. Now your hosts, Josh, Corey, Rob, and Jimmy. Rob has issues. Just saying, bro.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 1-year anniversary episode of the Appleboys podcast. I'm Josh here inside Applebees. I'm here with Corey. What's up, Corey?
Hi, welcome to Applebees. My name's Corey. I'll be taking care of you tonight.
What's up, Rob?
I'm not going to be taking care of shit tonight. I'm in a fucking Applebees.
Jimmy, how are you?
I'm also in an Applebee's, and my name is Jim Jamborino Fee.
You added a fee on that this time, huh?
I have to change it up. I'm running out of things.
You're running out of variations.
Yeah.
So, about a month and a half ago, we had the idea that it would be really cool to do our 1-year anniversary episode from inside Applebee's, our local one that we come to all the time that originated our group and our idea for the podcast. And we sought approval, and I emailed the corporate people, went through the proper steps. We got the approval. We're set to be here. And apparently the only people who knew about that were the general manager and the bartender, our normal bartender, Ben, who's going to be on the show a little bit later tonight. All the other wait staff is completely weirded out that we're here, and they're like, the kitchen staff is out of the kitchen just gawking at us. We're hearing snide comments as waiters and waitresses walk by. It's a great time.
Yeah, I really thought they would like prep the staff a bit more for this event, but
or at least mention it.
Yeah.
Maybe this is like a bigger deal for us than it is for anybody else, and so we just kind of built it up.
They're like, man, shit like this happens all the time. There was a guy who brought Little Caesars in here one time. Remember that?
That was me. Oh, yeah, and that one time the guy brought Chinese food and asked us for silverware. Yeah, that was also me.
Also you.
And there was also that one time that like they ran out of Miller Lite, and then a guy like went to Kroger and brought some back.
That was me too.
Every time I see a new person, I just get the weirdest look from them.
Yeah,
They're so confused.
People, both servers and patrons, are walking by and just looking at us like, what the hell are these guys doing?
Yeah.
For example, this guy that
yeah,
literally
as you
just
said
walked
that, I
by
was
at the
making
table.
eye contact with that guy.
Yeah. So shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
Speaking
of confused.
Speaking of patrons, if you'd like to listen to the full unedited version of this episode, please join us at patreon.com/appleboys.
It's going to be long.
That's going to include food orders and
Hold on, Josh
all
just
kinds
had a
of stuff.
stroke while he was saying Appleboys.
So it's going to be tough for me all night tonight because I'm going to have to bounce between saying that we are recording inside Applebees and then we are the Appleboys.
Sure.
And I know for a fact that I'm going to transpose it a few times. So it's patreon.com/Appleboys, not /Applebees. That's a whole different Patreon for a whole different.
Yeah.
But Jimmy had to make some technical stuff happen, some magic happen tonight because, for one thing, we're going to have guests come on the show throughout the night, so we have a 5th mic set up. We tried that once before. It didn't work well, so most of the time when we've had 5 people on the podcast, we've shared 4 mics, and one of the people has just kind of subbed in and out. So tonight we have 5 microphones, so Jimmy made some magic happen for that. And then also we are obviously in an area where there's a ton of background noise. So
a goddamn Applebee's?
Yeah, we are in an Applebee's. So
on a Saturday night.
Jimmy, can you explain to the audience what you've done here to make this work?
I applied a noise gate to the microphone that makes it sound like it's fading in and out weirdly.
Is that like a Stargate?
It's like a Stargate. Please excuse the Stargate. It's just so you can't hear Shape of You by Ed Sheeran in the background, and also babies crying and Rob burping.
All of that. You don't need to hear any of that.
Yeah.
We're saving you.
True.
You also can't see, or you can't hear the weird looks that people are giving us because of the noise gate.
I don't know that they'd be able to hear that.
Sure they
anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
I
don't
hear
know.
it. It's like daggers.
The sass.
That's fair. Okay.
Like it's loud coming at me. I don't even see the people. I just hear it, and then I look
just,
over and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
It's like electronic interference.
Yeah.
It's like white noise.
I just hear.
Like that movie that had Michael Keaton in it a long time ago. You guys remember that?
No, man. What?
No, but it was called White Noise.
Is the noise
Thank you,
gate
Ben.
a feature of
you, Ben.
the road?
Ben just brought Corey a beer live. That was fucking awesome.
Yo,
I didn't even ask for it.
That was the
He's just
greatest thing
man.
I've ever seen.
this is going to be so much more dangerous than recording in the studio because
There's
You
people
don't have to go get beer.
the beers are always cold. They're being brought to us
Yeah.
on demand. They're draft beers instead of canned beers. They're bottle beers, and they're basically unlimited. So it is currently 8:50 p.m. Eastern time, and I'm very interested to see how much more I'm slurring my words in about 3 or 4 hours.
So, Josh, remember, you have a $56 budget tonight.
Yeah, I want to get into that. I definitely want to talk about that.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm going to get into that. But, Jimmy, is the noise gate a feature of the Rode Class A servo-biased preamp SafeX onboard podcast mixer?
It is, yes.
Nice. That's awesome.
It's also a feature of GarageBand on my MacBook.
It just exists as like a setting. You can just flip the setting on most modern DAWs.
What's a DAW?
Never mind.
So, Rob, you were asking about the $56 budget tonight.
I would like to know.
So, one of the things that I wanted to talk about as we are a little bit nostalgic on our 1-year anniversary, it doesn't feel like it's been a year. It's flown by. It feels like we just started this thing last week. I wanted to reflect on some of our favorite moments from the podcast throughout the year and some of the things that we have kind of done throughout the course of the year. And one of the things that I did this year was I paid $1,337 for an Applebees NFT. And I realized that we haven't talked about NFTs in several episodes.
Are you down to $56 on that?
I got $1,600 in Applebee's gift cards.
Oh, my God.
And in 9 months, I have gone through all but $56. So on the night of our 1-year anniversary episode, I am using the last of my Applebee's NFT gift card money. And yes, that does mean I have been to Applebee's often enough to spend $1,600 fucking dollars.
And I'm assuming this wasn't planned.
No.
To spend the rest this night.
It absolutely was not planned. It just worked out that I'm definitely going to spend $56 tonight.
The Lord really has a way, doesn't he?
He does.
It's wild, man. It really
The
is.
stars have aligned.
You guys couldn't see my face because you're not here in the Applebee's with us, but my jaw was literally dropped looking around for confirmation that this was actually real, that Josh spent $1,600 at Applebee's.
It was on this
9
beautiful
months.
brown
It's very
carpet.
real.
It went from like shock where you had your jaw down and stuff to just kind of disappointment almost.
Just like, are you fucking kidding me, man? No, that's impressive. I think I was wondering what happened last time I was here. Josh was ordering shots for people and stuff, so I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe this is what happened.
I didn't do that very often.
It wasn't an uncommon occurrence though.
It was like 3 times in the entire 9 months.
Yeah, which it never happened before. So
No, that's not true.
was it not? You sure?
No, I've bought shots for people before.
When did I miss out? How have I missed out on this every time?
I come to Applebee's way more often than any of you three fuckers.
That's fair.
Would you guys say that we're definitely the first people to record a podcast in an Applebee's?
I don't know. Applebee's go hard.
You always think that you have like an original idea until you realize that there's like 8 billion people on the earth,
It's true. Yeah.
and there's several thousand. How many? Not thousand. There's like hundreds of Applebee's. How many Applebee's exist?
I would say probably thousands.
You think so?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
know.
there's like 4 in our town alone.
There's almost 2,000 locations in the U.S.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, there you go.
Eat it.
Yeah.
Couple
Are
thousand.
there international Applebee's?
Can we go to Tokyo Applebee's, please?
That would be awesome.
Man, it would be pretty great to like go on an international trip, and then they're like, "So, what do you want to eat for dinner tonight?" It's like, "Y'all got an Applebee's?"
Yeah.
There's 40 Applebee's in Mexico.
All right.
I wonder if the quesadilla burger is more authentic.
Hold on.
Guess the Applebee's in Mexico.
Guess the next country that has the most. It's 14.
Japan.
Pakistan?
Greece.
Saudi Arabia.
Oh, nice.
I was
Greece?
close. I was close.
All right. And the next one's Canada.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
checks
that's
out.
like
There's more
North
Applebee's in Saudi Arabia
That's
than
what I'm
Canada?
saying.
that's wild. America North Is
My goodness.
yeah, they gotta set their game
The
up.
thing about Saudi Arabia, though, is one Saudi Arabian prince comes to Applebee's in USA one time, and he can open like 40 Applebee's in Saudi Arabia, no problem.
Right.
It's a drop in the bucket.
Do you think they still serve riblets over there?
Oh, for sure.
No.
But the
Don't
sauce
they-
is oil.
What? No.
No?
That's fine.
Flavored oil.
It's their sauce is far more viscous over there. You know.
Yeah. And
My
more
God.
expensive.
You need an extra pack of wet wipes after them.
You got to be real careful with how you eat them.
Unlimited riblets over there is just
There's a bunch of Applebee's
It's a
in
bloodbath.
Brazil. How does that even work? There's ones in Chile, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic.
Are these international Applebee's part of the 2000, or are they separate?
2000
was
just the U.S.
Yeah, in the U.S. there's
Oh, wow.
almost 2,000.
There's like 7 in Kuwait.
Hell yeah. Kuwait's
What?
like the size of
What are
Rhode
they doing
Island.
over
That's
there?
wild.
I don't know.
I've got a question. If there are Applebee's represented in all these foreign countries, why don't we have more international listeners?
That's what I'm thinking too.
We need to change our marketing
Strategy?
tactics.
Well,
Gotta
this
start posting in
episode
Farsi.
this episode is likely going to be entitled Applebees. So
there are none
probably.
there are none in Singapore, which makes our one international listener very confusing.
So listen to this.
Ex-listener.
He was like, I want to know what America is like.
So we were talking about the Applebee's customers walking by and being confused by us being here. This guy just walked by the table and gave us the full up down that you would give if there's a very attractive lady. He was like, down, up, down, up.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
Okay.
I thought he was taking a seat. Like,
Yeah,
I saw it out
was
on
like,
my periph.
Hey man, we got a mic. Hop on in, buddy.
Man, there's a bunch in the UAE as well, and the names of these Applebee's are very funny to me. One is in the Applebee's Arabian Center.
okay.
Nice.
Oh boy.
How do we get the Applebee's podcast studio set up?
In the Applebee's Arabian Center?
Yeah, man.
Would you move to Saudi Arabia if they were like, hey, you're going to be the official voice of Applebee's?
All expenses paid forever.
Yeah.
There's a phone number. Should we call them live
Yeah,
on the
100%.
podcast?
I'm a man, so we're gonna be fine.
I think that they would ban like corn dogs and stuff though.
I mean, whatever.
Speaking of
That's
corn
fine.
dogs, this is totally off topic of anything that we've talked about previously or that we plan to talk about tonight. But are you guys aware of corn talk?
What?
What?
Is that a dumb TikTok thing?
Yeah, but it's not dumb.
Of fucking course it is.
Go on.
So there's this little kid, and this reporter is asking him about corn, like corn on the cob.
Yeah.
And he's talking about how he loves corn, and it's created this whole song out of it. And now there are like 40 different variations of the song, and there's all these videos of people covering it. So when I open the Appleboys podcast Twitter, it's all corn videos, and not KORN, but CORN, and thoughts, THOTS. That's it. That's all that's on my TikTok.
Wow.
You should start a new hashtag and trend.
Corn thoughts.
Corn thoughts, yeah.
Yeah, I already thought of that.
You should dress up ears of corn in like little thongs and stuff.
Yeah.
And make up your own dances with the corn.
That's a terrific idea, and if anybody steals it, then that's intellectual property theft, and I'm sicking our lawyer on you.
Sicken him.
We have one.
I legitimately could not have imagined that this would have gone this far off the rails already, but hey, thank you so much.
Another
you.
example of
There you
the power of
Shit.
live podcasting inside the Applebee's. Beers just appear.
I just want to
Yeah,
say
beers just show up. Like
I
I
don't-
finished mine less than a minute ago.
Who's
I
paying
don't
for this?
I don't know that
all
it's,
of us.
It's going on the Applebee's NFT gift card.
I don't know that the Applebee's realizes that Jimmy's tolerance is very low.
Well, Jimmy
So-
needs to self-regulate.
I'm
We
going to
are-
figure it out, man.
We are going to have lit Jimmy here in a little while. Let me tell you, we're going to have
Are we gonna have
oscillating Jimmy right
gyrating,
now.
oscillating
Yeah,
Jimmy.
I can't wait to get
It's
kicked out of the
happening.
podcast or kicked out of Applebee's on the podcast.
it's going to be great.
Listen, man, I've been kicked out of this Applebee's many times, and I've been permanently banned twice. It'll be okay.
They'll forgive you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, you'll be good.
Just when you thought you were out, they bring you back in.
So,
Yeah.
so we are at a round table in the corner, but it's one of the lower tables, one of the ones that you could sit in a camping chair at instead of a bar stool if you wanted to.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
2 tables over in the corner, there's a high top that's also a round table, and I got off of a bar stool on that table one time, but my foot was caught in the table, and I fell down and brought the whole table down with me.
No.
Oh yeah, it was quite
That's,
an experience.
When was that?
That's a lot of leverage.
This was
Last week?
circa 2014.
Okay.
Last
That sounds
week.
better.
The year of our Lord, 2014.
That was BC for Josh.
Before Corey.
Yeah,
before children, but yeah, sure.
Also that too.
both.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's true.
Those two things correspond with one another.
Huh.
I met Corey and I had kids.
So Corey
Coincidence?
had,
I think not.
It was also BJ.
I made him fertile.
before Jimmy.
I just got a Discord notification that our 1 year anniversary event is starting. So if you're on the Discord, make sure that you check that out.
Yeah, tune in. We're streaming live.
Yeah.
We're not. Actually.
We're not. We're
No,
definitely
not at all. Just kidding. It's a joke.
This podcast mixer is air gapped.
Yep.
I need
That
to take a
means
picture.
it's never been connected to the internet.
I need to take a picture for the Instagram.
For the IG, for the
Yeah.
gram. I've already got several of them on Twitter.
I really like that this is very true to how. Can you hear? So this is fucking fantastic. There's a blender going on in the background.
They're making mixed drinks at the Applebees.
Yeah,
all
and you
good.
can't, you can't hear this at all. I don't think. Maybe you can. I don't know. Josh in post is probably gonna have to edit this.
We can neither confirm nor deny.
Anyways.
we hear the blender.
So what I was trying to say is that like this episode is very, very true to how an Applebee's experience usually actually is for us, where it's just unscripted. We don't really have a script anyways. We have loose ideas to talk about.
We didn't talk about shit for this episode though. We're
No,
just raw dogging
we have
this.
no idea. I mean, it's a true Applebee's experience. We have no idea what's going
Yeah.
to happen. It's probably going to be pretty repetitive to what we've talked about in the past, but that's okay.
That's a 1 year anniversary episode, sort of
It
a
should
recap,
be a recap.
episode.
Yeah, a little bit.
Is this
So-
an appropriate caption, Josh?
Podcast in Applebee's, LFGGGGG. Yeah, that looks good. I like that you got the wet
Let's
wipes in
fucking
there.
go, go, go,
Yeah.
go, 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 go.
I
Post
love
it.
that.
Post it.
Post that shit.
Hey, Rob.
Tag Applebee's.
No, don't do that.
I'm not going to do
I
that.
did-
What?
I-
What? Why?
Part of my agreement of getting us to go here was that I was not going to market this as sponsored by Applebee's, and I wasn't going to tag them in any of the social posts.
That's fair.
So I've tagged Miller Lite, but I am not tagging Applebee's because I want to
All
be
right.
invited back for our 2 year anniversary,
Okay,
and our
all right.
3 year, and our 5 year, and our 20 year.
20 year.
That's,
Wow.
that's ambitious.
Our 20 year is going to be in like Qatar or Saudi
it's
Arabia.
going to be one of them international Applebee's.
Yeah, absolutely.
I sent a text to the group, and this is the first time we've recorded in public, which is a weird feeling.
Yeah.
I mentioned before that
I actually feel more natural here than I do in the
I do
studio.
too.
I feel so at home. Once we hit the record button, I was good. But coming into tonight and throughout the day today, I had butterflies, felt a little nervous. Jimmy said the same thing. He's got some social stuff going on. And
What does that mean?
I'm socially. Never mind.
Jimmy is he's a little
he's
special.
anxious.
Yeah.
He's anxious.
It's not my fault.
And
Well, you know, it is what it is, man.
so
I had one Brutus and I'm good to go.
Me too, buddy. Right. This is the first time we've recorded in public, and it is a microcosm of what is to come. So next year, we're going to have 10,000 patrons, and we're going to be celebrating the first night of our live tour. Like, we're going to be touring throughout the United States and having people on the podcast everywhere. It's going to be great.
Hell yeah.
Can you imagine going on like a tour of the United States and we just go to different Applebee's and
Oh
just
my
record there?
God, that's the dream.
That would be amazing. Think of how
Literal
many Brutuses
dream.
we could have.
So many Brutuses.
Hey, we're gonna, just give us Brutuses, but like charge us for pictures. Yeah, we know the deal. We've heard it. Okay, we understand.
Don't worry, we know what's going on.
Yeah,
3 Brutuses, 1 pitcher. We got you, buddy.
Miller Lite only. We understand.
We'll
Yeah.
We'll walk
We
in
switched
and
out the keg. No worries.
instead of all the wait staff like acting awkward because we're here and not knowing why we're here, they're going to be like, "The Appleboys are here! Oh my God, they're really
Yeah.
here! They're really here!"
They picked our location.
I'm really
actually
struggling right now.
exist.
Like, normally when we record the podcast, I'm like, fuck yeah, I can't wait to go to Taco Bell after this. But now I'm just smelling fresh fajitas fly past us.
Yeah,
Nothing
it's-
like-
it's pretty rough. I'm hungry.
Nothing like
I'm
some
so
sizzling
hungry.
vaginas.
Rob,
Hey,
what is your favorite memory of the Appleboys podcast over the last year?
probably that time on episode 10, whenever you guys coerced me into telling the forbidden technique story?
You
I
called
thought
that
that-
a master class in interviewing technique, if I remember correctly.
It was
You're
really
welcome.
good.
I felt like I was captured.
I had to get Josh off of his tirade and de-escalate the situation.
I was behind enemy lines, and I was pretty drunk. And Josh got it out of me.
You hit a tripwire and kaboom!
That's true.
I like how you keep
hit the
crediting
claymore.
Josh with this.
It's Josh's fault.
It is. It absolutely is. But it's a good thing.
Corey, I'm
I
not
mean-
going to lie. I'm going to take all the credit.
That's fine.
I'm not going to
Yeah,
credit you
that's
at all.
okay.
That's fair.
It was a little bit of a joint effort, but if you re-listen to that,
It's all Josh.
it's fairly Josh heavy.
I did press the issue a lot.
It's fair.
You got me off my tirade, and then I went for the kill.
Yeah, as soon as the edibles hit Rob, you were like, this is my chance.
Yeah, the edibles hit. I had like a bunch of beer, and Josh was like, "So, about that, what do you? How'd you learn how to do it?" I was like, "What do you mean?" And it just went on from there.
All right, Jimmy.
Last episode is my favorite.
I was about to ask you what your favorite episode was, and I already knew the answer.
It's probably last episode.
I truly feel like we have been finding our stride as we've gone along, and
Oh,
we
yeah.
certainly don't have a perfect podcast, but definitely if you listen to the awkwardness of the very first episode and the weird cuts and things like that, it's not just that I've better understood how to edit the podcast, which has helped a lot, but we've done a better job of setting up the mixer and the levels on the microphones and things like that. The audio quality got a lot better a few episodes ago because we raised the levels on the recommendation of B Word from Bleach Bros podcast, and we just have become more natural and kind of fall into our rhythm a lot more quickly. And our
We're
episodes-
professionals.
Our
It's a
episodes
year now.
flow better.
We've been doing this for a year. We're literally professional podcasters.
But I do think you really enjoyed the tension of the last episode a lot, and
I did. It was very fun.
I think it's important to. So I think one of my favorite things about the podcast in general is that there are topics that we can bring up where, like, it seems like it's me and Jimmy versus Josh and Corey on a lot of this stuff, but that's simply just not true. There are a ton of topics that I can bring up where me and Corey are aligned.
me
but
and Rob.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and there are a couple topics where I bring up, and I'm like, "You guys don't do that? What do you mean?"
I also
Rob is frequently on an island.
I frequently find myself on an island as well. It's
You guys don't rub it together?
it's weird.
You guys don't try to start the fire?
Friction's good, right?
Corey, do you have a either least favorite moment of the Appleboys podcast or a least favorite episode?
I don't know, man. I've walked out of a bunch of them
You have.
Why is that?
because everyone's just way too fucked up. I'm just like, we're not going to get anything productive done. I'm leaving.
I think the most unfortunate ending was me and you walked out together.
Yeah,
And
because
then
then
Rob ran down the hill.
then Rob ran down that hill, made a deal with God, and just completely fucked his world.
Yeah, he's still
We're gonna get
recovering.
Copyright strikes by Kate Bush.
No, it's one, you didn't hit the melody quite right.
Whatever.
It's running down the hill. You can have a copyright on making a deal with God, you know?
So I was thinking about it, and then when we first created this podcast, I was worried about getting sued by Applebees for using the Applebees apple as well as the name, kind of.
We didn't use their apple.
No, that's a different apple.
It's a different apple, but it's a red apple.
loosely
The name's
inspired
Appleboys.
by-
You know what I mean?
Apples are red, though.
You can't copyright the goddamned apple.
Then I was about to Apple Pay something to Josh, and I was thinking, oh shit, Apple is going to sue us.
Nope.
No?
I don't think so, man.
They fucking might.
We don't have a bite out of our apple. We don't market ourselves as a technological feat.
What if they want to create
Even
this
though we
AI called the Apple Boy?
Really old technology, and we say that we just created it, and everyone
Josh is
celebrates
changing
it.
his name to Stuve Jubes.
I don't understand what the issue is. We're fine.
Yeah,
we're in
it's
good
just
shape.
apples, man.
I mean, I'm mostly joking.
We're beloved by our unofficial sponsors, Applebees and Miller Lite.
When they like us once a month.
Miller Lite keeps teasing us.
Yeah, so the biggest tease of all, they do like our tweets every once in a while. And
They do.
For those of you who are maybe listening for the very first time, about a month after we started the podcast, we were kind of joking around about, if you listen to some of the very first episodes, we talk about there's way too much shout out X brand, shout out Y brand. I think we shouted out J.K. Rowling one time.
We sure did.
I
And
think we shouted out 8-year-old boys at one point.
That was like episode 2.
You shouted out 8-year-old boys.
I don't know what you're talking
Let's
about.
get that straight on the record.
That was unbelievable. You were just, oh, no.
Yeah, no.
You should probably listen so that you have the context of what we're talking about, because it's not quite as bad as it sounds, but it's pretty close.
It's pretty bad.
Anyway, we, about a month in, decided to kind of zoom in on, we want Miller Lite to be our sponsor. Like, everybody else is secondary.
That was like before the podcast started. You were like, Miller Lite's going to be the sponsor.
Yeah.
We had 2 goals at the time. We had bring back the Maple Butter Blondie. You're
Yeah.
welcome.
We did it.
You're welcome, America.
It's done.
And the second one was get Miller Lite to, I think it was just, was it to sponsor us or was it just to follow on Twitter?
Both.
Yeah,
I think,
both.
Okay,
I
well,
think
I mean-
follow on Twitter is step 1, but I don't think they follow us on Twitter without a sponsorship. So
That's fair.
I think they go hand in hand. But so we started tweeting at Miller Lite every single day, and by we I mean me. Like every morning I wake up and I tweet at Miller Lite.
It's the first thing he thinks about every day.
It is literally the
Yep.
first thing I think about. And so this is a 1-year anniversary episode, so we're over 330 days toward our Miller Lite tweets. We're actually, I think, at 340 or something like that now. So very close to a full year of tweeting at Miller Lite. And every once in a while, they like one of the tweets. And they've never retweeted, they've never replied, they've obviously never followed us. Part of the allure for us, or for me, with trying to seek Miller Lite
Wait, haven't they
followers-
replied?
They have replied to a tweet from us, but not to one of our daily tweets.
I see. Okay, never
So
mind. Never mind.
they have engaged us in that way, but not on one of the daily tweets. But part of the allure for me was they only follow one account, and
Yeah.
it's J Balvin.
Right.
So I want to be the second account that they follow. And J Balvin has a Miller Lite sponsorship. Like, they have special J Balvin cans and merchandise that's Miller Lite.
Yeah,
branded.
Corey thought they were Easter
I
cans.
thought they were Easter themed.
Yeah.
It was that
Sure
time
did.
of year. It had the colors.
Yep.
All the pieces were in place.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense
Fucking
to me.
J Balvin.
Yeah. I don't even know who that is. He has a
He's
McDonald's
like a-
meal and everything.
He's like a reggaeton guy.
He apparently he's,
like Sean Paul?
apparently he's more
No.
like Pitbull.
Or
But
like
more
Daddy
popular.
or like Daddy Yankee or something like that.
He's like
Alright.
Zoomer Pitbull.
Zoomer Pitbull.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Anyway, the most memorable tweet that they liked of the daily tweets was one where I was very like passionate about asking them to please follow us.
Yeah.
And it was like a perfectly crafted tweet. It sounded amazing. And I said it would mean a great deal if you would follow us today. And really, A+ tweet. Go on twitter.com @AppleBoysPod. Look it up. It's great. It was liked by the Appleboys. No, I'm sorry. It was liked by Miller Lite.
You liked your own tweet.
I did. I sometimes do like my own
He
tweets.
likes all of his own tweets. It helps get traction.
That's fair.
You got to be supportive.
But how do you
If you don't like yourself, how's anyone else going to like you? You know.
Exactly.
how do you like a tweet like that and then not follow?
I don't know.
Come on.
Because they
such cock tease.
lack corporate approval. You should email of the Miller Lite chain like you did with Applebees.
Yeah.
I want this to be a grassroots effort. I don't want to have to skip past somebody. I want the social media intern that works for Applebees, or
That will never happen.
the social media intern that works for Miller Lite, to get so impassioned by my passion that they are advocating on our behalf. Like, they're going into board meetings, breaking through the door. Like, I know I'm an intern, but you must follow this account. You must allow me to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know that guy's involved in board meetings.
He's gonna
gotta be
bust
honest.
in. He's not involved.
I don't know
gonna
that he's
kick the
even.
door- he's gonna kick the door in.
I don't think he works in Milwaukee at all.
He's gonna get there.
I think he does.
Probably works in Saudi Arabia.
It's true. Either the
No.
UAE or Saudi Arabia, one or the other.
On a side note, it is now the 30-minute point in this episode, and I'm on Brutus number 4.
Really?
Yeah.
They just keep bringing them, huh?
Yep.
I'm on Brutus number
Yeah.
2.
Hello,
Oh,
hello.
hey.
Well, hey there.
Hi.
So we're bringing on our first guest of the evening. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Amy from Applebees.
Amy from Applebees. Amy is one of the regulars here at Applebees, and part of why we wanted to record this episode from inside the restaurant is because this podcast started in Applebee's. So the four of us, Jimmy, Corey, Rob, and Josh, came to Applebee's very frequently on Saturday nights after work, told funny stories, laughed all night, and I've been coming here for years and years and years. And Amy is one of the regulars that I see across the bar from me all the time. So I guess my first question for you, Amy, is when did you start coming to this Applebee's approximately?
Oh, gosh. My almost 30-year-old daughter used to come when she was 15, and we play video games. So I guess that makes it about 15 years.
You played video games inside the restaurant?
They had a little game machine at the end of the bar on
Nice.
the other side.
Do you remember what game it was?
It was one of those ones you could pick all the different
Okay.
ones. So
Okay.
we had the high score and like one of the find the differences or find all the little different things. And we had high scores in a few of them.
Okay.
But it also doubled, she could drive me home. So
Sure.
It was great.
There you go.
Yeah, learner's permit.
That's what's up.
Getting well used. That's
That's
amazing.
why I have 4 children. You got to space them.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That is fantastic. So 15 years, that's a long time. What makes Applebee's different than any other restaurant in the area? Like, why do you keep coming back here specifically?
The bartenders,
The bartenders?
100%.
So we're going to have Ben on a little bit later tonight,
Nice.
but Ben has been my therapist and my bartender since I've been legally able to drink. So I've worked down the street from this Applebee's on and off for 18 years now, and Ben's been here for 19 or 20 years, so I've known Ben for half my life, and he is special to me. And so Ben, as well as the other bartenders here, and just the people, that I sit across from the bar from.
Oh, we don't always all talk to each other,
Sure.
but it's like a comfort thing. It's like, we know each other,
yeah,
but
you
we
know
don't
you're
know each
there.
other, but
Okay.
we know each other.
Brad and crew are here. Okay, we're good. We're good.
It's an
This is
unspoken-
way too late for Brad. Sorry.
Is Brad gone for the evening?
Is he not coming back?
Oh, no.
Really? Oh, that's
We
unfortunate.
were
That is
hoping to have
sad.
him on.
I know. You have to start at like 4 in the afternoon.
I know. We weren't sure if you guys were going to make it back from you guys, I guess, were on vacation for a while, and I wasn't sure if you guys were going to be here at all, so it was a pleasant surprise to see you here. So glad you were able to make it. So do you have a favorite memory from this Applebee's?
Oh gosh, there's so many. So many.
Name the first one that comes to mind.
all 4 of my children have done their first legal shot here with
Okay.
Ben.
Nice. There you go.
Okay.
So it's,
The rite of
it's like a
passage.
family tradition.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
So-
fantastic. That's fantastic.
And Ben comes, like if we have something special at home, he comes. So he's part of the family.
Yeah, that's
So-
That's great.
That's incredible.
And we have to support Ben.
Absolutely.
And he's our therapist as well.
Yep. He's a guy that's very easy to kind of dump your problems on because he handles it well. He takes it in stride. He generally gives good advice. He responds well to everything that you tell him, and he's also very trustworthy. So you tell him
100%.
something that you can't tell somebody else, and it's nice to have that outlet where you can just. It takes a load off whenever you're able to give it to somebody else and let them share the burden. So. Good stuff. So definitely shout out to Ben. You're the reason that we're all here, I think.
Well, and he's the best, and sorry to interrupt you, but we always told, because he got his degree, we're like, all right, well, if you leave and you go to a school, like we're all going to be lined up single file outside for our counseling sessions.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Might tailgate in the parking lot a little bit
About to
first,
say we're just
but
going to have 12 packs out there just waiting.
we
waiting
got to
for that
hide them
bell.
a little bit because we're at school.
Right.
Well, sure.
Like Ben,
We'll figure it out.
I need you
The
to
truancy
open,
officer coming around like, it's cool, I'm of age.
I need you to open this beer and pour it into a glass for me. I'll tip you. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. We're
For
talking
old
about you,
time's
Ben.
sake. Come on, buddy. For old time's sake.
Well, that's cool. So one of your daughters is here with you tonight, right?
Yes.
Is she going to come on the podcast?
Our
Alexa,
public relations person's running the commercials too.
Yeah. Thank you, Amy.
you're welcome. That's fine.
Thank you so
Amy.
much to our first guest, Amy. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Amy.
Woo! Yes.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So, Amy, your mom, told us that one of her favorite memories of this Applebee's is she has 4 kids that have all kind of come through this Applebee's, and it's been like a rite of passage almost.
Oh, yes.
And she told me about a time when I guess you were 15 years old and there was a video game at the end of the bar, and you guys used to come in and play the game, and you guys had a few high scores, I think she said.
Yes.
So what's your favorite memory from Applebee's if you've been coming here for 15 years?
Lord. I don't know. I've been here for a while. My siblings probably don't have quite the same memories that I do, obviously, since I'm the oldest. But I've gotten to experience many bartenders over the years. Ben has been here through all of it.
Yep.
And then we've had, Brian and Corey. Corey was probably the first one that I really got to know here. He let me do things earlier than other bartenders probably should have let me have done.
We're going to cut out his last name so that he doesn't get arrested for serving underage, but no problem.
Okay, yes, that may have been where that was leading to.
We'll bleep it. It's fine.
No, it's totally fine.
I got to do things earlier than other people may have been able to do.
Shout out Corey.
Shout out Corey.
Yes, shout out Corey. None of it was... I did not press any of that issue, I would like to say. It just happened to fall into that place.
As it normally does.
Yes. But no, I don't know. Just being here, and I've been here through a lot of... I'm almost 30 now, which is weird.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. I have gotten to experience a lot of different milestones here, I guess I could say. So I feel like that's probably where I've just held a lot of memories here through the years.
So, did you do your first shot here?
First legal shot, yes.
Okay, so what was... do you remember what the shot was? That's what
I
meant.
love that. That's
what I meant.
like
That
you have to.
qualifier was
Yeah,
assumed.
you have
Yeah.
to say that.
Yes,
Yeah.
first legal shot was here. Do you remember what it was?
Probably vodka. Probably a lemon... Probably just a vodka shot.
Do you think it was just their house vodka, or did you do something fancy since it was your first one? Like
I would
Gregor's
assume
or something?
a vodka... I'd probably just assume a house vodka shot.
Is that still your shot of choice?
Yes. I'm more of a straight liquor person. I don't want any extra sugars or any froofiness to it.
I respect that.
Makes me a little bit sick later if I do that.
Sure.
Makes
Anytime
sense.
you have sugar, that's going to
So
happen.
I'd rather have just straight anything.
Thank you.
But
Live beers being brought while we're
Excellent.
interviewing. It's amazing.
It's
yeah.
This is
the happiest place on earth, you know?
Yeah, this is great. I thought this was going to be weird, but this is like
Yeah, Rob was like, we should do this fucking every
Yeah,
week.
every time.
Man.
This is great.
So you just got back from vacation. Did you guys have a good time?
Yes, we did have a good time.
Good weather. You went to the beach, right?
Yes, we went to North Myrtle Beach. Weather wasn't super sunny the whole time, but it was that cloudy enough to where you lay out and you still get sunburn, which was nice.
Sure.
So you don't feel the sun eating at you as you do
Right.
it, which is great.
So North Myrtle Beach, my family and I went on vacation there every summer, like through my whole childhood, to Cherry Grove, which is like North Myrtle.
Yes, we, funny enough, Brad, last time we took him to Myrtle Beach, we took him to Cherry Grove, and he was highly disappointed because he could not walk to anything.
Right.
It's a very isolated
Sure.
area.
It is.
So this time we took him, we were like, you can walk to places, you can buy your own cigarettes, you can go get a beer if you want to, you can do whatever you want. He didn't believe us because nothing pulled up apparently on maps.
Right.
But he got there and he started walking, he was like, oh, I can do everything.
So he had a great time.
He was much happier after the fact with that.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. No, Cherry Grove's a little bit more isolated, but
It
where
is.
we were, it was honestly maybe just a few miles down, and you could do everything you wanted to.
So there's a bar in North Myrtle Beach that I used to go to with my dad from like before I could drink, and then when I was eventually old enough to drink. And one of the last family vacations that we went to, I was like 21 or 22, so just barely able to drink. And at that time, it was not established in the relationship between me and my dad that I was drinking. So like I think he maybe assumed that, but
Yeah.
he didn't Like it
Recognize.
wasn't
until you take the first sip in their presence.
Right.
It's not really official. You
Right.
know?
Yeah.
So one day while we're there, I was at the mall with them, or maybe Barefoot Landing or something like that, and we were at a restaurant, and we're sitting there at the bar together while my mom's shopping, and he very awkwardly looks at me and he's like, "So you're old enough now? Do you partake?" And
That's such a your dad thing to say.
And I said,
awesome. Yeah.
I said, "I do partake."
As a matter of
And
fact.
so,
I've been here before.
It's
Yeah.
all coming together.
So he orders like a Natty Light or something like that. And at the time, the only beer that I drank, and I'm ashamed to say this because we like Miller Lite so much, but
It's Bud Light, isn't it?
the only beer that I drank was Yingling.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
not so
fine.
bad.
That's fine, yeah.
And-
That's respectable.
Well, it is respectable until you realize that my dad drank shitter beer my entire childhood. So he was Natty Light, Bush Light all the time my entire childhood. So he orders a Natty Light or something, and then I order a Yingling. He was like, "Oh, I didn't realize you were so fancy."
That's like America's beer. That shit's been around for like 300
It's actually
years.
not.
Yeah.
I just recently found this out. Apparently, the Midwest, it's like illegal to buy Yingling.
And people on the West Coast don't even.
Yeah, the
they
people on the
can't
West
even
Coast
get it.
don't even know what it is.
Yeah. Anyway, did you play any putt-putt or go to any arcades or anything?
I wanted to play putt-putt, but ended up not. It was a shorter trip than we normally go on, which was fine. But we ended up not doing quite as much as we would normally do on random activities. And my sister has her baby, so we had a baby to attend to all week as
Sure.
well. So
That's fun though.
it was fun having all the first with her and seeing how she reacts to the beach and the sand and the pools and everything with
How
that.
did she react to the sand?
She was okay-ish with the sand. She did not like the ocean. So her and my mom would take her to the ocean and let her touch her feet to the ocean coming up to her feet, and she would freak out.
Yeah.
But my sister had this little tent thing, which I actually kind of wanted because I sunburned super easily. But
Same.
right.
Same.
I can lay.
And my
I
fiance
can
as well, yeah.
lay out about 20 minutes on each side, and then I have to hide.
Yeah.
I put clothes on, and that's about the extent of my beach experience.
I get
SPF
about
100.
I get about 30 seconds on each side, and I'm good to go.
It's a really good,
It's
yeah.
Ireland.
Just a quick
Yeah.
sear, you
Yeah,
know?
you gotta do a flip on
Yeah.
each side every
Oh,
30
yeah.
seconds.
Yeah.
And so, but she had a tent, and so I actually twice hid into the tent with her. Because she'd start to fuss. I was like, I got her, don't worry. So I went and hid into the tent with her because
It's fine. I'll go to the tent.
I will
Like-
suffer my tanning experience to hide in this tent with her.
There you
There
go.
you go.
So that's what I did a few times. But no, she was okay with the sand. She just did not like the ocean necessarily touching her, but she loved the pool. She loved pretty much everything else besides the actual ocean itself.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome. Yeah.
It was good.
It's so much fun to see how children react to their first experience on anything.
Yes.
So
it was fun.
That's really neat. Is that your first niece or nephew, or do you have others?
Nope, that's my first one. She turned 6 months old the day we got to the beach. I'm the oldest of four. So it's me, a brother, then her, and then a younger brother, and then the brother that's between us is having his kid in February as well.
Do you feel pressure because of that?
I think Brad feels more pressure
Yeah.
than I do. I've been ready long before all of them.
Speaking of Brad, what the fuck? Where is
Oh.
he?
We thought he was going to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
tonight. I'm so
If you have
disappointed.
learned anything from Brad, the first thing you say is "What the fuck."
Yeah, true.
So
So, like, is he coming back?
no.
What the hell?
Well, I mean,
What's
he
going
will
on
come
here?
back at some point,
Well,
but
sure.
not tonight.
Brad shall return. It's
Brad
like the end of a
shall
fucking
return
Marvel
at some
movie.
point, but it will
Yeah.
not be tonight.
That's awesome.
That's
You probably have a
unfortunate.
Chronicles of Brad story and go just as far.
All right, so that's a fair point.
Chronicles of Braddock.
Since Brad's
coming
not
this summer.
here, since Brad's not here,
Yes.
can you tell us one not overly personal but slightly embarrassing story about Brad that we don't know about?
Ooh. I've been with him for 7 years.
That's impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. I feel like I should say thank you for that.
I don't think you should, but that's okay.
Oh, gosh.
Or if you don't have anything slightly embarrassing, maybe it could be flattering. What's your favorite thing about Brad? You can't say his beard.
I kind of feel like that would go hand in hand.
Okay, well, I'm excited now.
Yeah, right?
Embarrassing and favorite? Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Just this past week, we were at the beach. We were playing high card, low card. And none of us could get past like 3 cards. We'd get high, low, high, we're out. Brad got to like 13 cards.
Okay.
He got so excited. His voice was getting high. He was getting excited. He was jumping around.
I cannot picture this.
No, I couldn't either. I was amazed at what the scenery that was happening.
That's because Brad was drinking tequila.
Oh, okay.
Tequila's new.
Yeah, let's
Brad's
go.
new. Like,
Hell yeah.
That's his new
Euphoria,
thing?
yes.
Is he getting off a Jaeger?
I wouldn't say he's getting off of Jaeger, but I'd say he's getting onto tequila.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
It's a hiatus. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
And
Alternating shots. Let's go.
yes.
Oh, no.
That's a dangerous game,
I would like
man.
to say I would like to see how that plays out first before we do that.
No,
Don't
you
do
don't.
it.
You do not want that. Trust me.
Okay, good to know.
Probably a bad time.
Right? But yes, we're playing high card, low card. Brad gets onto like 13 cards. My sister's the one dealing. And all of a sudden it gets to like 12 cards, 12, 13. He's like, high, ha, low, ha. He keeps winning. And all of a sudden he just gets so excited. His body gets so excited. He goes, ha.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
But it was the cutest little toot.
I'm
It
so
wasn't
glad.
even
Oh,
like a
that's
bad
so
one. It was just
good.
a high-pitched little toot.
I love that so
His
much.
body was just so excited. It didn't even know how to handle itself.
He went from Mickey Mouse to a squeaker
Oh my
right
God.
away,
He
huh?
did. It was,
I love that.
and he just played it off so well too.
So my mental image right now is it's like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Brad is driving to work. He's listening to this episode. He doesn't know that he's being talked about. He's hearing this for the first time. He's like,
Oh no, I should have
those
been there.
motherfuckers.
I should have been there. Why did I leave?
That sounds exactly like what would be happening right now.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I love that so much.
Brad, I can't wait until the next time I'm at Applebee's with you and you can tell me your reaction to this conversation that we're having about you right
He's
now.
about to be like, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, I can't wait.
That sounds
can't wait.
exactly like the words he would be saying right
Yeah,
now.
true story.
Yes.
All right, well, anything that you would like to tell our 50 to 60 listeners?
It varies.
It sounds
It
so
does.
bad when you say it like that.
You know, let's not say that again.
The thing is, this
All
is
of
going
them.
to live forever on the internet. So 3 years from now, maybe that's 500 to 600. I don't know. Like who knows?
600,000 maybe.
Maybe.
You never know.
I mean, if anybody's listening to this, I feel like they need to come here and experience the world of Applebee's. They need to experience Ben. They need
Yeah.
to experience us in the scenery of Applebee's. They need to know just how it plays out.
Agreed.
Couldn't
There
agree
you
more.
go.
Absolutely.
Couldn't agree more.
And I feel like there's probably a similar culture at just about any Applebee's in the country. If you go there often enough, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, is it probably our Applebee's? Maybe not.
Probably not.
Not the same.
There's only one bin,
It's true.
but you're right. Well, Alexa, thank you for coming on. We
Thanks for
really
having me.
appreciate it. And look forward to
Seeing
Not-
Brad's reaction.
not only hearing Brad's reaction, but I'd like to hear how he told you his reaction was also. So he's going to react to us one way.
Yes.
He's probably going to react to you a different way. So
I
next
agree.
time you see us, you have to let us know what his behind the scenes reaction was versus what his to us
prepared reaction was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I will let you know.
right.
I'm excited.
I
Sounds
appreciate that.
Well, thank you guys.
Thank you, Alexa.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Happy tonight.
You too.
Happy tonight.
Hey, Rob, can you order some fucking sweet Asian chili wings, bro?
I think
It's
we
not
need
time
some.
yet, buddy.
Is it not 10 yet?
Oh, my
fuck
God.
no.
Time is going so
18
slowly.
minutes. Come on down.
All right. We're in here. He's got water.
It's because he's been drinking shots for hours.
That's fair.
So we'd like to introduce our third guest of the night. This is Doug. Doug, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great, guys. How about you guys?
Oh, we're hanging in there. Just the beer is endless tonight, so it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yes.
Normally when we record our episodes, we're at Rob's house. And it's not that we don't drink while we record, but the beer's in a cooler, so you kind of got to go get it, and you got to open it each time. And
it's finite as well.
It's not the same. Yeah, we run out.
So here, it's on draft, and you're getting low, and then all of a sudden a new one appears, and it's
like being there. It's like awesome.
magic.
You don't even have to ask or reach for it. It's like, here it comes.
So Doug, tell me, when did you start coming to this Applebee's location?
Probably 6 years, probably close 6-7 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what about this location kind of stuck with you? Why did you keep coming back?
Why did I keep coming back? All right, I'll be honest with you. It was Ben.
Yep.
As soon as I come in, I'm sure everybody's probably going to say that, but
it's a common denominator.
The common denominator. There you go. I mean, everybody loves Ben. Now, Ben, he really made me feel like, hey, this could be your home bar, And then from there, it just started, speculating from people, and I was like, all right, so I'll try this bar, and then I come back in a couple of days later, started meeting some great people in here. It wasn't long after that. I mean, well, yeah, it was long after that. I started meeting you guys, on and off. But, I mean, there's something about this location, man. It's just like it's you remember the show Cheers? When you come in, it's like everybody knows your name. Mm-hmm. I mean, when I come in, I don't even have to walk in and tell Ben nothing. I mean, as soon as I walk in, Ben's already got my beer poured and everything right there with me.
So when I was trying to get approval to record this episode from inside the location, I wrote an email to Andy, which is the regional director or whatever, and then it got forwarded up the chain, went up to corporate and everything. But my email said, I've been coming here since 2007. Ben worked here before that.
Yep.
And since 2007, this Applebee's location has been my Cheers.
Yeah.
And Ben has been my Sam to my Norm, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I come in, I feel like Norm's like, how's it going, everybody?
Yes,
they know I'm
exactly.
here. I sit down. He pours my beer. He knows why I'm here. And all the bartenders here are great. So I love all the bartenders that I've ever encountered inside the restaurant, but the reason that I've come back is like you. It's because of Ben.
Yeah.
And I don't want to shit on Applebee's, right?
Yeah.
But the food is not special compared to any other restaurant you might go to that sells food. The beer is fine, but it's not like it's way cheaper or way different than anywhere else. It's the reason you come back is the people, right?
Yep.
So Ben's a part of that. You're a part of that, Doug. You
Yeah.
know, like the people that I sit across from the bar. And before you and I ever talk to one another, right?
Yeah.
We see each other, and you see each other once, and it's like, oh, there's a guy that's there, right? Then a second time, then a third time, then a 10th time, then a 40th time. And it's like, whether we talk or not, there's a familiarity there, right? There's a comfort there. It feels like home. So
yeah, you're exactly right. It does. And like I said, it takes that once or twice, look across the bar, and then I recognized you. Mm-hmm. And then when you start coming back, and then you see, like, hey, you guys been in here. Hey, you guys are still in here, And then you're like, hey, boom. And, I mean, you're like, when I walk in the door, and, I mean, because I come here a lot. So, like, when I walk in the door, I mean, even before I can sit down, it's like I got to walk through and do, like, a family reunion with everybody. I got to meet and greet, with everybody. And like tonight, I mean, I told you guys earlier, I lost my little brother last week, and before I could even come in, make it halfway through, everybody come up to me because they already knew.
Sure.
So to me, that's family, because like,
for sure.
Very few people only knew that, but it spread around, and then for them to come up, and wrap their arms around you and just be like, hey,
sure,
we know what you're going through, we love you. We're sorry, but it's just not that, like every time you come in, you don't have to worry about it. It's like, hey, Doug, how are you? This and that, and like you guys said the other day, you guys said, like, I'm furniture here, I mean, I am, but I mean, you ain't gonna get rid of me. I'm here all the time. I guess I'm Ben's friggin', I guess I'm the one that signs Ben's paycheck now, I guess you could say.
I think there's probably 6 to 10 of us that
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
There's probably some pretty healthy competition for that one.
Very healthy. So now we're going on competition about who's going to sign the Ben's check. But no, it's great. And like you said, it ain't about the food. I mean, because there's other great places to go get food. It's just the hospitality. It's the greatness here. You're not going to get that other place. You might go somewhere else and get some great food, but you're not going to get what you get when you come in here.
Sure.
When you come in here, you just feel that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's like going to your high school reunion that you ain't been to in years, and when you walk in and you see everybody, but you know, you get that warm embrace. You know, like, hey, I'm back. You know.
Yep.
And it's like the song, you know, where everybody knows your name, you know, when you walk in, and it's just like, you feel it as soon as you walk in, man. It's great.
Absolutely.
As soon as the door opens, Doug! Like, hey!
I'm here. Who wants shots?
Yeah. Jello shots for
Shots
everybody.
on
Let's
Doug.
go.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
And, you know, speaking of shots, you know, it reminds me of, you know, I don't know if y'all spoke about, but, you know, the 100 shots, you know. Y'all brought that up yet?
No, please talk about it.
Okay, so, like, we were in here one night, and so we were doing some Jello shots. And, of course, I like to build pyramids, and Ben always says you got one shot at it and one shot only. If it falls, then it's done. So we did like 60, I think, 8 shots that night. Oh, yeah, it was awesome, guys. You should have seen it. We had a pyramid. I wish on this podcast y'all could see visual. I would show you a picture, but we're like, okay. So management, I guess, told Ben, they're like, you know what? If you could sell 100 shots, we'll buy you and your family a dinner here. Ben's like, I don't know. So, you know, Ben tells me about it, and I'm like, Ben, we got this on lockdown. 100 shots.
No
we did
problem.
68. Man, 100 ain't nothing. Come on.
That's awesome.
So we all scheduled it, and I told everybody, you know, our regulars, and I'm like, hey, look here, let's come in on Friday. We're going to do this 100 shots, and we're going to be done. Ben told me at night, he's like, look, you got one shot at this pyramid, and after that, if it falls, you're done. So we had to think it through a little bit better. So we built it up 6 high all the way around. Not only did we buy 100 shots, but we did 148 shots that night.
Oh my God.
It was, yes. And needless to say, I think my ticket had like 98 on it. Shit. What the fuck was I thinking? But
That
yeah.
is wild.
But yeah, it was awesome. But we did it. Ben got his dinner. I hope Ben got his dinner.
Yeah, I hope so.
Did you get your dinner for your family on the shot night? Yes, he did. So
right.
he just gave me the
Yeah.
thumbs up. Y'all can't see it, but he did. But yeah, it was awesome. That was one of my memorable nights that we did here, and I mean, it was really cool, and we had a great time. I was walking up to people I think they didn't even drink, and I was handing them shots, and I was like, "Here you go. You want a shot?" And they're like, we don't even drink, and I'm like, "Look, it's not alcoholic. It's all, okay. Never mind. It is." So.
Oh, whoopsie.
Joke's on you, yeah.
But yeah, it was great, man. We did it. We pulled it off for him, and like I said, we hit that.
It's like a
we hit
fucking
it.
telethon.
Oh, dude, I was like, fuck.
Next time we do that, I'm in. Like, make
Oh,
sure
me
I'm
too.
invited.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. I
I'm
can't
in for
believe,
20.
you know, because we kind of did it quick. 'Cause we were like, man, we're going to do this. It's going to fucking happen. It's on. And like I said, if y'all could see a picture on podcast, it was great because you remember the old Battle Star, you know, back in the day? So we built it up 6 shots high, boom, and then we built a pyramid off that. So we had 148. So,
If you send the picture to Josh, he can put it in the show notes.
Yeah, I'll put it on Twitter. It'll go out to the internet. So text it to me.
I got you. I will send it to you. So be looking on it, and it will be on there.
I'm so excited for that. That's wild.
So next time we got to go for 200, 250, 300. I'm here for it.
Okay. All right. As long as you're here for it, because then we're going to do it. All right. If you're going to go for 2, we're going to do it. Maybe we get 2 dinners out of it.
Doug was like,
I know. I was like, I don't want no more Jello shots. I think I shit every color of the rainbow that week.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Hell yeah.
We need to find out how many shots it's going to take to send Ben to Disney World with his family.
There you go.
That's what we got.
Yeah.
you need to write another softly worded letter to Applebees
there we go.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
So, do you have a favorite memory from Applebee's?
You know, that one right there would probably be like one of the good ones. And I'm going to tell you a funny one night. We were sitting in here, and another buddy of ours that's in here, Jason. Y'all know Jason. So the song come on from Dirty Dancing.
yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I've heard this story
Had
before.
the time of my life. So we were sitting there just cutting up about it, and we were joking, you know, and we were like, you know what? We could pull this off. We could do it. I could catch you.
You didn't.
Yes.
You caught him.
Yes.
I heard
He's
this
seen
story
the video.
before.
Have you seen the
Yeah,
video?
I saw the video, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll send this on Twitter, too. That way you got another one. So anyways, we line up in front of it, you know, and it comes to the sound of the part of the dance, and he's like, here I come. And I go, look, bro, when you get to me, you got to jump. You got to leap a little bit with me.
Help me, buddy.
You're going to face
Help
plant
me.
this table over here. So it come to the part of it. He runs, man. I catch him. I leap him up in the air. I held him. Maybe it was only for 3 seconds. I'm not no Patrick Swayze, but guess what? I had him up, brother. We pulled it off. We had the whole place in here. They were clapping and cheering. It was great,
Jesus.
man. So
I'm so sad I missed that.
That is such
I got it
such a
video. I
great
promise
so
you. I will
epic.
send it, and you will love it.
100%.
But that's probably one of my greatest memories, there, other than the gel shots. And I mean, and I guess, I would say another memory that would be is just being here every time we've been in them, and my friends and you guys. I mean,
For sure.
These are just going to be in the memory bank, and they'll always be there. And mean, there's no place else in town, man, where I can get these memories, man. And
Hell yeah.
I mean, really.
I'll tell you, Doug, we were talking about it as we were coming in. Jimmy and I were the first two here, and so I went through all this process. I talked to Ben with the idea first, and I said, hey, we want to do our 1-year anniversary episode from inside the restaurant because we want to talk to Doug and Brad and Amy and Alexa and all that. And we want to get Ben on here, so he's going to come on before the end of the night.
Yeah.
And talked to him first, sent the email, got the approval. Juan, the general manager at the restaurant, was, he was in the loop. He's good to go, and everybody signed off on this, including the corporate team. But apparently none of the staff was informed that this was happening tonight.
Yeah. So
we're coming in. I come in with bags of stuff, right? I sit it down on the table, then I go back out, and I'm getting so we got like microphones, we got the podcast mixer, we've got these boom arms and things like that. And we hear Jimmy heard a server go by, and she looked at the table, and she's like, oh, great. And then throughout the night, different patrons of the restaurant and servers and things like that have just been coming by and just kind of looking what the hell is going on?
Giving us the full up and down.
Yeah.
What is going on?
Yeah, there's is this something really big?
Yeah.
I actually, so as Doug was sitting down, a couple tables over from us, they flagged Ben down. They're like, what are they doing over there? And Ben explained the whole thing. And I didn't hear what their reaction was, but Ben was like, oh, they're recording a podcast, blah, 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 blah. He kind of told them the whole thing. So I hope that everyone's getting the same explanation.
Well, it's funny that you were saying that because as we were talking, this table over here behind us, he keeps looking over here. He's like, what's really going on over here? So when I get up, I'm going to be like, it's an undercover boss. Y'all are fucked. You're fucked.
Man, that's so funny because that's what I was going to explain to people whenever they came in. It's undercover boss.
There you go. That's what we need to tell them. You're in trouble.
That's awesome.
So, Doug, you got anything you want to tell the world? The world is your audience right now, right? So we have 50 to 70 listeners approximately. I don't know exactly how many, but
get your asses up, get your butt down here, and come down here and have a drink, and then you'll find out just how remarkable, how it is. I know you can't see me, but I got a smile from my ear to my ass right now.
Hell yeah, Doug.
You're going to come down here, and you're going to have a drink, and you're going to have the greatest time, and you're going to meet some of the greatest
people in the world. It's so funny
because
that's almost exactly what Alexa said, but in a simpler version.
So, Doug, I did a really poor job. I need you to do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
So one of these is for you. One of these is for Amy. One's for Alexa. I messed that up because I didn't give either one of them one. I got something else for you. Hang on.
Okay, brother.
He had multiples printed.
I have gifts.
That's awesome.
He's got a bunch of shit for you.
Oh, my gosh.
I took this photo.
I feel like the president of Applebees right now. What's going on here?
You are the president.
This is awesome. But, yeah, really, get your butts down here and come. You'll see, what it's all about, man.
That's one for each of you. It says, it's a photo of our Applebees, and it says, welcome, Appleboys. Congrats on 1 year. Happy tonight. That's the way we end every episode. So.
That is awesome, man, right there. I'm telling you. This right here is going to go right above my other picture above the toilet, so that way I can see it every day. I'll never think about it. Never, I swear. I mean, every day I look at it, I'll remind me.
Every time you take a shit, you're going to be thinking of the
I'm not going to be thinking Appleboys. I'm going to be thinking apple turds after I look at that. It's going to be dropped. So, I changed your name, just hypothetically.
Hell yeah. We're going to be year 2, it's the apple turds.
You'll always
Number
remember.
2 is always the turds.
Number 2 is always the apple turds.
Always. Hey, guys, it was great, man. I love you guys,
Doug,
man.
thank you so much.
Look forward, man.
Thanks for
Yeah,
coming on,
really.
Doug. We really
I know
appreciate
you made
it,
a
sir.
special trip to come here tonight to be
Yes.
with us, and I really appreciate that, especially with
Thank
what you got
you.
going on.
Yeah,
so
I did, man.
Thank you
and,
so much.
And like I said, I wouldn't have missed it for the world, man. You guys invited me, and I was here, and even Ben told me, he was like, man, you can't miss this, man. He said, you're part of this place just as much as anything. He said, you got to be there. And I was like, brother, I'll be there. So
we love you, Doug.
hey,
Thank
the
you, Doug.
gifts,
Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, guys. The gifts are great. Thank you,
Thanks,
guys.
Doug.
Love you guys.
Thank you, Doug.
All right, man. See you, brother.
Thanks,
Fist bumps
Doug.
all around.
Y'all be good. Bye, honey.
See you, buddy.
It was awesome, guys.
So if I just hold my hand just like this.
Yep. Open your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah,
Get it
right in
all
the
the way
tonsils.
in your throat.
Right in the tonsils.
Yep.
2 more Rumplemans, I won't have a gag reflex. We'll talk.
I love that.
Same.
I brought these wet ones because I was worried that people might have some sort of germophobia. And
Well,
it's not been
COVID's
an
over,
issue
man. You don't
tonight.
even have to. You don't have to take a fucking quarantine period.
It's
It's
real.
like gonorrhea is more serious. You actually have to go to the doctor for that.
We're more worried about monkeypox at this point.
Oh, we're here already.
First of all, monkeypox
Oh,
never would have happened if Cincinnati didn't kill
Harambe.
Harambe.
Yeah, true story.
And I've said it, man, from day one. First of all, I'm anti-Ohio as a state in general.
Fair. That's
I
fair.
I don't want them to
Yes.
secede. I want them to just not exist. Is that
Yes.
is that a thing?
Dicks
Can
out
we
for
make that
Harambe.
happen? Like let Quebec take them over because nobody likes the French. Canadians don't even like French Canadians.
Yes,
That's true.
This man speaks the truth.
All right.
That's
Ohio,
So-
bottom 5 state.
All right.
bottom 5. No,
Yeah.
it's number 1 for the first time ever because Lord knows they can't get it in an AP 20 poll.
All right.
Yes.
So hang on. Let me introduce our next guest. It's Rob's spirit animal, Cody. What's up, Cody?
I'm here. I showed up on accident. I consider myself a little bit of a Mr. Applebee's. I've only been kicked out a handful of times, but threatened way too many.
That's fair. It's fair.
So was Josh. You're
I had to
even.
pull out an extra credit card just to continue to be able to come here.
Hell yeah.
I love that. Well, Cody, Corey told me that he invited you and you knew about this in advance.
Yeah, I drink a lot at Applebee's.
So-
I'm obviously not making good decisions with my life, nor have a good memory.
Cody
Yeah.
told me to text him the week of this, and I totally forgot to do that.
In my
Because
defense, I've
he
had a
came
lot
anyways.
going on. I just got engaged last Friday. I just closed on a house
Congratulations.
yesterday.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I pulled out another credit card for that.
I'd say
Yeah,
so.
I'd
Yeah.
say so.
I'm
I'd say
a
so.
firm
moves.
believer in using other people's money, and eventually they'll find each other. I'm just trying to help people find each other, and creditors are people too.
He who dies with the most debt wins.
Well, I mean, look, if
That's
you
true.
die with debt, I found out when my dad died.
Oh
You
boy.
know, the only person responsible is who you hate the most.
Yeah, more or less.
AKA your son.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Big oof.
So that's why I'm definitely pro-choice.
Hell yeah.
Late-stage abortion should be a thing. I think you should have a lemon law up to 12. Just
Fuck
a mulligan.
yeah.
It's like, you know what, we
Lemon
fucked up. Just a lemon law, just a real quick one. Just like, you know what, this one's not for me.
Cody, you were my favorite guest so far.
If we can keep the guest trend going, where they just get progressively better, that would be great.
oh
The worst
yeah.
part is I'm still sober.
Yeah, this isn't even drunk Cody. That's the
All right. So
I have a lot of theories about a lot of things.
This is like work Cody.
Yeah, no, I'm still borderline professional. I got called back. I've been at work since 9 a.m.
one of the things we didn't anticipate out of our 1-year anniversary episode was getting a 5th Appleboy. But based on the reactions from Jimmy, Rob, and Corey, it sounds like Cody's going to be a regular on the show.
I agree.
I'm upset to begin with that I wasn't a regular part of this. When I heard this was a thing and I followed you guys on Twitter, and I'm like, well, they shouldn't even be verified because I'm not a part of it.
That's fair.
That's true.
fair.
It's as simple as that. There's a couple things people know. One, Cody goes to Applebee's. Two, Cody doesn't tip Ben because he's not worth it.
Oh, well.
Oh,
ooh,
shit.
You're in the
Big oof.
minority on that one.
Yeah, no. Time for jokes, Cody.
That was Ben in the background.
Ben chirping in the background.
Look, I make up for. I'm a firm believer. My presence is a present. And Ben's put up and stuck with me through all these years without a dime. And I mean, I think that speaks more volumes about me than him.
That's true. Ben's a fucking trooper.
I think it could go either way. Cody, what is your number one most favorite Applebee's memory?
My favorite Applebee's moment
Yeah.
The one where I didn't spend $300 drunkenly. That's probably my favorite Applebee's moment.
When you didn't spend $300?
Yeah, when I didn't spend $300 drunkenly.
Okay.
Dollar Jello shots should be illegal. I mean, I'm glad they're here.
You bought 300 of them?
No, that was back before actually Dollar Jello shots. I got a service industry discount when it's Rumple, Fire, and Jaeger, and I decided, fuck it, I'm gonna mix all three for several people.
All right, CC's ready to come on. Cody, I love you.
Hey,
Love you, Cody.
All right. Hey, thank you.
it was a good time while
Cody,
it lasted.
thank you
Once
for coming
again,
on.
Rob, I'm very sorry for what I made you endure over the next. I'm gonna say probably the next 3-4 days.
No, it's
anytime
fine.
she ever hears this,
It's fine. Rob's girlfriend has gone outside to smoke some weed, and she's good.
It's quite okay.
I
We'll figure it
honestly
out.
I would have been
Go out
way
there.
worse. If
Go
it
out there.
wasn't.
Honestly, go out there.
Go out there. You'll be fine.
You guys will figure it out.
Oh no,
You guys will fuck it out.
Oh, no.
no support.
I would be way
No support
worse.
for that.
No, don't.
No.
But who I am as a person, I'm gonna be way worse.
All right, we'll sit at the bar then.
All right, Cody, thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you,
We
Cody.
love you.
There's a reason.
No, you'll be fine.
No, that's a bad idea.
Thank you, Cody.
Happy tonight.
Happy tonight, Cody.
All right, CC. Everybody, welcome CC.
Well, she's in the kitchen.
She's not fucking here.
Now she's in the kitchen, though.
CC.
CC.
Have a seat.
She's ready. Here we go.
All right, everyone. Welcome to our next guest, CC.
Let's
Hello,
go, CC. Fuck yeah,
Hi.
let's go.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Tired, but I'm good.
You've been
Yeah.
taking great care of us tonight, by the way.
CC
we
has
really
been
appreciate that.
on the money
Yeah.
when it comes to beers. I've been like 20 seconds done with a beer, and there's a new beer at my table
Yeah.
ready to go.
Didn't even ask for it or anything. It's
Didn't
just
ask
it's
for
just there.
She knows what's
It's
up.
wonderful. She knows what we're about.
Oh yeah.
CC, we normally record on Saturday nights, like tonight, but we're normally at Rob's house. We do not have this level of service at Rob's house. So we appreciate you.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much.
You guys are welcome. Thank you.
So, CC, how long have you been with Applebee's?
About a year and 3 months or so. Yeah.
In that year and 3 months, I've seen you with at least 7 different colors of hair.
7 different.
Colors of hair?
Oh yeah.
It's an ever changing wonderland. It really is. It's
Yes.
wonderful.
I love it. It's my favorite thing. What is do you like working at Applebee's?
Yeah, it's my second job now.
Oh.
But yeah.
Okay.
I do.
I don't want to get too personal, so I'm not going to ask you about your first job, but do you have a favorite, as an employee, favorite Applebee's moment?
Probably the first time I saw Ben throw somebody out the bar.
Physically throw?
Not gonna say
on.
who,
Yeah,
because the
go
person's
on.
here right now, and it's
Oh.
just not good to say
No.
names. But
All right, so
Oh,
so-
jeez.
Does his name start with a C?
and does it end
No.
with an OD?
no, actually,
Really?
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Wow,
Okay.
that's genuinely surprising.
That is that is surprising.
I knew it would be.
I definitely thought it was Cody. Is it
No.
me?
No,
Because it could be me also.
nobody at this table.
All
or
right,
in
all right.
this
Okay.
That's good.
We don't need to know names,
that's
but
good.
I want to
All
know.
right.
All right. No. We
But
don't
like,
need
what's the name?
We don't need that.
Why do we not need to know? I want to know.
Today I've been here 13 hours now.
Oh shit.
Oh Jesus,
That's not good.
that's the double from hell, is what that is.
Yeah, I opened bar this morning and
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And then you had to deal with us.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad though.
So I hear Applebee's has a new product. Can you tell us about it?
I'm very excited to hear
The
this.
saucy, what is it? What is it? The saucy gloss.
That's
Saucy gloss.
That's just something else.
So tell us about the saucy glass. Have you tried it?
Yes, and it really stinks.
Oh,
And
That's
there's 4
unfortunate.
flavors. And the barbecue kind of like tastes like barbecue. The honey pepper does not taste like anything. It just stinks really bad.
oh boy.
And the buffalo stinks, and also the Asian chili stinks.
Goodness.
Yeah.
But the colors are pretty. I can give them that much.
I find
Okay.
it hard to believe that the Asian chili stinks because
I-
the Asian
stinks.
chili is delicious and it smells
Honey
wonderful.
pepper's good too.
Honey
And it smells good.
It does it like the wing sauce, you mean,
Yeah.
right? Okay. I've only gotten that I think one time. It was a long time ago, and I was probably fucking hammered. So I can't I can neither confirm nor deny that statement. But
That's
I know
true.
I've
Right.
gotten sweet Asian chili enough to know.
Sweet Asian chili is the move.
Sweet Asian chili is the fucking bomb ass sauce
It is
at Applebees.
good.
Let me
Not
tell
gonna
you,
lie.
the only good one.
at the Applebees.
Yes.
That is wing sauce number one.
At the Applebees.
Yeah, at the Applebees. Let me tell you,
Like, and it's really pretty.
it is. It's like orange and
I can't believe it.
and
You
glittery.
have this on you.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Did they give
sent
you
some-
samples or did you
You guys
just?
can smell it. It stinks really bad.
Okay,
Did you buy it with your own
let's
money?
see. Let's see what
No.
we got here.
They sent one of each kind here, and actually, the manager gave me that one, honey pepper.
That's not
Was
awful.
Was it one?
I'm not going to say it's desirable. Don't get me wrong.
It's not at all.
But it's not awful.
Think about wearing it on your lip all
Yeah.
day and like smelling it
Yo,
all
if
day.
my wife wore this on her lips and I kissed her, I would follow that with a punch.
Let me get in on this.
It's
There
it's
would be
coming
a
around the table,
domestic
buddy. Don't
abuse
you worry.
situation.
Don't you
and
worry.
it's $18 a bottle.
That's a
What?
lot. That's intense.
$18.
that?
For lip
$18.
gloss?
Yeah, that is not it. It's
The
not
chip
good.
shortage is affecting
That is
every industry.
bullshit.
Apparently, inflation is legit.
Be like, honey, why do you smell like
Cody,
meat?
you smell this lip gloss?
Yo, Cece, this is for you. That's all you.
That shit is fucking terrible.
I look great with lip gloss.
Cody's back.
Smell it. It's honey pepper. Applebee's lip gloss.
That smells like the inside of my grandmother, and she's been dead for 17 years.
Oh goodness.
That's
Oh
pretty
my
accurate,
God.
actually.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I'm just
congratulations,
saying,
by the way.
that smells like Stetson that's been buried.
Jesus. My
It's
grandfather.
pretty though.
It was a cowboy.
Just to be clear, this is not sponsored by Applebee's.
My
No,
grandfather.
no, not at all. Not at all.
My grandfather wore nothing but Stetson.
And all of this is satire.
When he passed, my grandmother was like, "Hey, do you want all these bottles of Stetson?" I was like, "Absolutely not."
No. I know he's back.
I found an unoccupied seat.
And he's back.
I'm actually supposed to be at my new fiance's work any time now, but I've been waiting on Ben to cash me out, and he's been real slow about it.
Oh, jeez.
Ben, hurry, please.
Ben's working on it.
Look, I was gonna leave. He wouldn't let me.
Is that what you're sticking with?
Benny's got to go. Come on.
Oh, goodness.
On top of that, there was an open seat. That's not my fault.
That's
yeah,
fair,
that's
that's
also
fair.
true. So, what's the next hair color going to be, Cece?
I don't know.
No? Are you going to do like a fall orange for UT football? Try and get them
See,
tips?
and I've done that. So it's like
Can't do
maybe
it
I need
again.
something new. Like I've
Yeah.
done purple. It's my favorite color.
Hey,
Sure.
Cece,
I've done green.
do
I've done
you
so many
TikTok
colors.
at all? Do you,
TikTok
Do you go on TikTok?
a little bit.
Do you know
I haven't
about,
done one in a while.
Do you know about corn talk?
Huh?
Corn talk.
Nebraska or what?
No. What?
There's this kid that likes corn a lot,
Okay.
and they're all like, so.
Yeah, clear this up before it becomes
Hang on.
racist real quick.
Hang on. No. It's not. It's not racist. What are you talking about? So,
I love Cece.
you know how TikTok has your For You page,
Yeah.
and it just recommends the stuff that's based on your algorithm?
Uh huh.
So, there's this video where this kid is like being interviewed about why he likes corn.
Okay.
And he talks about because it's got the juice and it's these kernels. And anyway, it's a really good
It's
interview.
got the juice?
Yeah. You
The
should.
juice
fucking
is
juice?
loose.
You
That
should check it
hasn't
out.
happened since a white Bronco.
You mean like
Hang on.
ethanol?
No, I mean the juice.
I'm so
the
confused
last
about
two
this.
people
Yeah,
had
no
Hang on.
shit.
Please. Go on TikTok and search for hashtag corn talk. So CORNTOK.
Right.
And then you'll see the original video and you'll see all the iterations of it where they've made all these songs out of it.
How about all the people who have made cars running on corn or water who have mysteriously died?
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about corn talk.
I want you to live, CC.
But corn talk, it's just, I don't know. It sounds weird, but I will definitely
No,
look it up.
check it out. Check it out.
Definitely will.
And I think that once you check it out, you're going to see that corn is the way.
Corn.
Because, like, my whole
are we at that point?
my whole FYP, my whole For You page is, like, corn
Oh, yeah.
and thoughts. And that's about it.
just because corn sticks with you in your shit doesn't mean that's what you should be researching.
I'm curious
all the
about the
time.
juice part, though.
Seriously,
just
what
check
the
it
fuck is corn juice?
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I'm concerned.
It's butter.
Is that,
It
is that
changed
the
everything.
cream of corn?
It's butter.
Or
It changed
is it just
everything.
Well,
moonshine?
cream isn't really
Like,
juicy.
So the only reason I truly jumped in here, is because I want Cece on record to say what she thinks about me as a guest.
Oh my God, Cody! I want to keep my job.
No. Hey, look, first of all, they'll support you. I believe they will absolutely support you.
Oh goodness.
Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. So you are like borderline entertaining, and then like the other half is like obnoxious, but in a good way. I've never like felt like, oh my God, he needs to leave. But at the same time, like, oh my God, he needs to shut the fuck up.
So like problematic.
But it's fine though. Like, I've been knowing you so long. I'm used to it. It's cool.
I love it.
And that's how Gentleman Cody's born, because I grow on you and you accept me for my flaws.
And you have more sense than you lead on to, you know.
Well, I got a few dollars too, and that's why Ben lets me stay here.
To think.
Oh goodness.
Oh boy.
I said you're self-aware, and I kind of just already said it all. And you claim to not tip, but you're actually a good tipper.
That's
That's the
fucking
secret.
tell people about
That's
that.
the secret.
That's the only reason they let me back.
Is Cody the
That's
best
the only
tipper in
reason
the
they
restaurant?
tolerate any of
I'm
us.
not.
Let's be honest.
I'm not the best tipper in
Definitely
the
not.
restaurant.
Who's the best tipper in the restaurant?
Ain't nobody at this fucking table. We all
As
do
in, like, here right now?
No. Period.
here right now, I win.
Oh, I forget their
There's
names.
probably somebody who's like the person.
Yeah, I forget their names, but they come like twice a month, and they always sit in the bar. And they like me because they like heard me like telling off a customer one time.
Nice.
I like that
kind
too.
of was being like really rude, but I didn't like curse or anything. You know, I just kind of put them in their place. But long story short, they come in like twice a month, and they always are very nice, and they always tip the equivalent of what their bill is, no matter if it's $100, $40, $60,
Nice.
whatever it is.
Am I the best tipper at this table?
That remains to be seen, Cody.
I don't know, because I've served him and I've served you.
I know, so you know then. Am I the best tipper at this table? The correct answer is no, because I don't tip.
Oh
He's
boy.
like, I got a reputation to upkeep.
You goddamn
I
right.
agree right now. No.
Bye, Cody.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. Y'all have a great night.
You
Thanks
too.
for having me. I'm
Thanks
sorry
for
to
being on,
Rob's
Cody.
girlfriend.
And
She was not happy with me.
not even a little bit.
That's reasonable.
Congratulations on all your life events.
Thank you, friend.
Yeah,
CC,
absolutely. We'll
thank
see you
for
soon,
coming
buddy.
on too. Thank you,
CC,
We
CC,
love
you were really
Very
welcome.
welcome.
All right, everybody. We'd like to welcome our next guest, Brandon. Brandon, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, I'm Brandon, and I'm drunk.
Fuck yeah, let's
Fuck
go.
yeah, let's
And he loves Applebees too.
It's
And I do.
Applebee's at 1 a.m.
That is the theme tonight.
That is the thing.
Well, and I love CC. I love Ben.
Course.
We all love CC.
I
We
love
all
the
love Ben.
ambience. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so Brandon,
Yes, sir.
have you ever listened to an episode of the Appleboys podcast?
This will be my first.
Okay. So this episode will be out on Tuesday.
Okay.
You'll be able to find it on all of your favorite podcast platforms.
Okay.
Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever. It's on
Brandon.
all of them.
Gotcha.
Listen, we need to talk about something that is forbidden.
What are you talking about?
Rob,
It's something that we don't normally talk about on a public podcast,
Okay.
Rob,
but I need to know.
Okay.
Rob.
Rob.
It's about the forbidden technique.
Rob.
Listen. Hey,
Hey.
Sorry, Brandon.
we're just talking man to man now.
Okay.
Whenever you jerk off,
Which is often.
sure.
Thinking of Cece. And Kayla.
Yeah.
He told Appleboys he jerks off thinking of us.
CC, let me.
You're on next, Kayla.
You're on next, Taylor.
Come on, Kayla.
Oh boy.
My wallet fell.
There-
All right, Rob,
there's-
keep,
Okay,
keep
let's
going,
go.
Rob.
Yeah, keep recruiting on.
Yeah, sorry.
All right,
We're
listen.
chilling.
All right,
We ain't gotta
all
talk
right.
much.
All right, Brandon.
Yeah.
All right, there's a traditional technique that everyone knows about.
Okay.
It's the up and down. All right. You have a shaft. You go up. You go down.
Yeah.
You go up again.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know about the forbidden technique?
I don't think I do.
All right. So,
Rob, why?
Please listen.
everyone needs to know. All right. So
He needs to subscribe to Patreon and find out.
he'll be fine.
All right.
So, all right. Have you seen the movie Castaway?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you seen the movie The Karate Kid?
Of course.
Okay. So you know how he tries to start the fire. All right. So he's got a stick.
The twist technique.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Are you aware of this?
I don't like it.
Have you tried it?
I haven't tried it myself, but
You tried it on someone else?
no, girls who have tried it on me,
Oh, yeah, that shit doesn't work.
and I shut that shit down.
Yeah. Fuck that.
Really? Someone. All right. Hold on.
Now, there's no lubrication, though. So
So someone
maybe
has,
next time.
someone has attempted the forbidden technique on you,
Yeah,
and you said no.
I shut it down.
First off, fucking good for you, man. Like, I mean, I'm a fan.
Rob
but
is
not
like
everyone is.
10 beers deep. This is not good.
It's
Same.
not as bad as you think.
Okay.
It's so bad. Don't do it.
Penis pleasure.
That's the way Rob learned to do it.
10 beers deep, exactly.
No.
He was
there were
sober.
no beers.
He was
you were
like-
sober. You were just like 13 years old at boys camp.
Yeah. You
So
know.
is it not painful? Is it just weird?
Yeah, no, it is.
Oh, it's
like,
painful.
I'm pretty sure Rob has scar tissue all over his penis.
Then what in the hell are you getting from this?
Because
Listen,
a girl's
Cece,
touching your
it's just
dick.
the
This is like
tip.
borderline like dominatrix type
Yes.
shit. Is that like what you're into? Like what's going on?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
I mean, kind of.
That kind of explains.
Well, when you're 13, you have attention to your dick from a girl.
Listen,
Yeah.
if the dick is being touched,
Oh.
that's all I need.
Right.
At that
13.
age, definitely.
Yeah.
Listen,
Yeah.
okay?
But there's
I don't
no
care
gir-
if it's like it's trying to start a fire and you're fucking on a stranded island.
How did we get here? Why did you do this?
I wanted to
Yeah,
know.
it went from forbidden C2 beer to twisting penises.
Am I
Thank
giving
you
up?
to Brandon.
I'm getting
Thank you to Cece. I'm sorry we can't have an on-site Applebee's episode without having Ben on.
Of course.
Ben
We
is the
gotta
most
get Ben on.
important.
Ben is the best.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I just got permission
Thank you,
from
Brandon.
Ben.
Thank,
Thank
you,
you,
Cece.
guys.
We love you both.
He's my boy. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
So the Appleboys would like to welcome our final guest of the evening. It is the one, the only.
The only.
There are no more others in the world. Ben. What's up, Ben?
What's going on,
What's
guys?
up, Ben?
Thanks for having me on.
Of
Ben,
course.
you're the reason we're all here.
Yeah, you're the honorary, like the only guest that's important. I'm
Thank
going to
you.
be honest with you.
Everything
He's sobered
else
up for that.
everything else this evening has led up to this moment.
Can I tell you something, Ben?
You can.
So every guest that's come on, we've asked some iteration of what's your favorite Applebee's memory? When did you start coming to this Applebee's? Why do you come back? What is the reason you come to Applebee's? And we didn't cue anybody up. We didn't tell anybody what to say.
We haven't primed
we
this
didn't
or
have
anything.
We didn't have a script at all.
Obviously, because none of the servers knew we were coming.
Literally
Go ahead.
every
I thought people knew.
every single person we asked said Ben. It was all I came here one time and Ben was my bartender and I came back for Ben. And I like no matter what, everybody from the very first guest of the evening, Amy, to the very last guest of the evening, Brandon,
Yeah.
everybody said Ben is the reason they come back. And I wrote an email to Applebee's corporate to get approval for this podcast episode inside this building. And what I said in the email was, since 2007, Applebee's is my Cheers and Ben is my Sam, and I'm his Norm. Like, I'm the guy, I walk in the door, I'm like, hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Norm. And, you come in and you get your beer is poured and you've got somebody to talk to and you've got somebody that's important to you. And I know you hear this a lot, right? And there's the possibility of getting a big head or whatever, but like you have a special talent.
Thank you.
And it's connecting with people, and it means a lot to us. And this podcast doesn't exist without you.
Agreed.
This restaurant doesn't thrive without you.
Thank you.
And we really, really appreciate you. So, Ben, you've been here longer than I've been coming here, and I've been coming here for a long time. So tell me what's special about this location to you? What makes this Applebee's special to you?
I mean, it's the same thing everyone else is saying. It's the people. You can go get drinks anywhere. You can go get food anywhere. It's not exactly fine dining here, but it's the people, you know. And I know the Cheers analogy is kind of cliche, but I really try to run my bar that way. You know, I try to get to know everybody. And I tell you, it was a big turning point for me about 5, 6, 7 years into my time here when I realized it's not about food and alcohol and it's just about people, because you can get that other stuff anywhere. And then really put effort into developing relationships and connecting with people. And I enjoy that anyway. That actually comes a little bit kind of naturally to me. So, man, it was a turning point. It just changed things. And you can see the results of it over the years now.
You've certainly got almost a cult following at this point, I feel like. Like, you are the cult of personality of this Applebee's location, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And I certainly come here because of you.
Thank you.
And I love all the ball tenders.
I also love the ball tenders.
Let me tell you,
don't we all?
I love all the bartenders. I really do. But there's just something about you, Ben. Like, I don't know what it is necessarily exactly, but ever since I started coming here, you've been my guy.
I appreciate.
Like, we had Collin because we sat on the outside of the bar.
Yeah.
Collin has come and gone though. And we love Collin.
Collin was fantastic.
Collin was great. Mm-hmm. He fought a guy in the kitchen. That's a whole nother thing. Right?
I was in the middle of that one.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
We were sitting there like, what's going on there? Like Collin's like tapping his chest at somebody in the kitchen like a fry guy's about to.
Yeah, because he was standing in the doorway where you could see him. Wasn't he?
Yeah, he sure was. But and then we had Hannah for a little while. But like you're stalwart. You know, you're always here. And, you know, we can always count on you coming in at like 5:15, 5:30
ish,
somewhere in there.
Scheduled to be here at 5.
That's right. That's right.
You're on time ish. You know, it's fine.
I'm always at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
yeah. If you started coming on time, it would be weird.
It is. And if you're 15 minutes late every single shift, is it really late?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you just supposed to be here at 5:15? That's Rob's fucking. That is Rob. 100%.
That's also my mantra.
All right.
It's mostly Rob's though. He taught me this.
So I think that to have entertaining content, to have a good podcast, you have to have a little bit of conflict. So I have a question for you, and I'm not going to let you leave unless you answer.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
So this is not the question. I have a preemptive question that's before the question. So the first question that's not really the question is, have you ever listened to an episode of our podcast?
Yes.
All right. So having listened to an episode of the podcast and having met all of us in person multiple times, who's your favorite Apple Boy and why?
Oh, that's not a fair question.
That's totally fair.
That's not a fair question.
Rob,
shown up to 2 episodes.
Corey,
What are you doing?
Jimmy, and Josh.
It's very clearly between me and Josh, and
That's fine. I haven't been around as long. It's fine. I get it. I get
My
it.
favorite Appleboys
It's
are
fine.
the one who
It's-
doesn't interrupt all the time and the one who obviously isn't the favorite. So it's between James and Rob, and you have to pick between those two.
no, it's
No,
not.
I'm not the choice, and
That's
it's
like
fine.
It's like picking which one of my kids I like the most. I mean, that's not fair.
It's fine.
The guy
It's
who
Josh,
behind the
and I already
bar
know that. It's
himself.
okay.
Bottle of
I love you
Maker's
both the
Mark.
same, but in different ways.
No,
Does that count?
it's okay. I understand. It's Josh. It's fine. Josh has been coming here a lot longer than I have.
I need the validation. Ben.
He has.
Please say my name.
Josh, I have to say that I can't. It's hard for me to separate you guys. Most of the time, you guys come in here together,
Sure.
specifically the two of
We're
you,
the same person.
Corey and Josh.
Yeah.
We have the same conversations or very similar conversations. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to pick between the two of you.
That's fine.
Jimmy, Rob, sorry. Like you said, you guys don't come in quite as much or haven't been coming in quite as long. Plus, there was the whole behind the bar thing with Rob.
Yeah, no, but the behind the bar thing is that's inexcusable and unforgivable in my opinion.
To be fair.
Like, what the fuck, man?
But no, I love the conversations that we have. You guys are fantastic storytellers. I can just listen to you guys tell stories all day long.
I
and you make me
appreciate
laugh the
that.
whole time.
And that's why we started a podcast. Honestly, is because we thought that other people might enjoy that.
Yeah, and I think
But,
I think they do. Everyone I've talked to loves to hear you guys tell stories.
The 50 to 70 listeners that we have seem to be okay with it.
Yeah, it's good.
All
it's
right.
good.
Well, so Ben, here's the deal. Today is we're recording our 1 year anniversary episode inside Applebees.
Okay.
Crazy.
We're going to do our best to edit this episode in such a way that whoever from Applebee's listens to this episode doesn't think we can never let them do this again. And
I think that's a good idea.
When we
basically just have to cut all of Cody's part and we'll be okay.
When we hit year 2,
I wondered how much editing was going to be.
That's a fucking lot, buddy.
Yeah.
When we hit year 2, I would like to come back here, and I'd like to not have to Photoshop the sign. I'd like for it to actually say, "Welcome back, Appleboys. Congrats on 2 years. Happy tonight."
Yeah.
I thought they actually put that up.
No, that is the wizard that is Jimmy.
I photoshopped that. Yeah,
Jimmy fucking smashed that shit.
With those well worded emails that you write, I don't think that's going to be a problem.
I don't think so
I
either.
know, right?
So we want to come
My
back
goodness.
for our 2-year anniversary, and here's the thing: we have now we've been doing this for a year. We're now going to have another year, and I want you to be intentional about when we come in. Every time Corey and I come in, every time Rob comes in, every time Jimmy comes in, every night is an audition to be Ben's favorite.
I'm going to like this.
And listen, next year, when we do our year 2 anniversary edition inside Applebee's, this is going to be a yearly tradition. It's going to be a thing we're doing 20 years from now. We're going to be rocking on each other's front porches, fucking talking about, I love going to Applebee's and doing our yearly tradition, blah, 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 blah.
Man, I've got to save up for these tips if I'm going to be the favorite.
I know, right?
And so,
Jeez.
Well, you know the way to my heart, Jimmy.
Oh, yeah.
What I'm saying is,
Pay him off.
whether it be
Ben's like,
through,
he's cracked the code. Fuck.
whether it be through being the best tipper, being the most conversationalist Appleboy, whatever it is, year 2, we're not going to let you off the hook with, I like Corey, I like Josh, Rob and Jimmy don't come in enough, so it's one of you two. Like, you're going to have to pick. So I'm saying that right now, next year, you're going to have to pick.
If you are here next year, like you say, to do year number 2 anniversary, I will pick a favorite.
Okay.
I just want
I'll
to
put
point
that
out
out there right now.
I just want to point out who gave you Cordarrelle Patterson last year.
I still lost, though.
It's fine, but who gave you him?
Yeah, it was you.
Yeah,
that was you.
You right.
In 2
You
leagues.
right.
In 2 leagues. You're still in the running, Josh.
is
Don't look
giving
at him
me-
like that.
Josh is giving me such a fucking death stare.
You're still
right
in the
now.
running, buddy.
I love you, Ben.
I
You're my
love you
favorite.
too.
Thank you so much. You've listened to an episode before, right?
I have.
Do you know how we close out every episode?
I don't remember. No.
All right, let me give you a tip. Hang on.
Is it time to close? Is that all the airtime I get?
Cute as shit.
He's pointing to the back of his shirt that says "Happy Tonight." I'm not sure.
That's how we close the shows.
We
yeah.
just all say "Happy Tonight."
At the end
Correct,
so
yeah.
there,
Oh, okay.
there's a backstory to it, and
Okay.
if you want to listen to some of our older episodes, you'll understand. But at the end of every episode, we say "Happy Tonight" because we want to wish everyone a happy tonight.
A happy tonight indeed.
So after 1 year of doing this, we're still here. We're going to be here a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now. But everyone, we want to wish you the most very happiest of tonights. So happy tonight.
Happy tonight. Thank you for coming in. I love you guys. I appreciate you.
we
Happy
love
tonight.
you, Ben.
Love you, Ben. Happy tonight.
Love you, Ben. Happy tonight.
Happy tonight.
Ben, you have been here through so many hard times,
Bad time.
You say semi-hard time?
Good time.
He's not talking in the microphone at all right now, so we can't hear him.
I'm trying to. Listen. Either way.
You're still not talking in the microphone, buddy.
Happiest of
Oh,
tonight.
Jesus.
Can you just say happy tonight? Happy tonight.
You've been listening to the Appleboys podcast. I know, we're badass. We hope you enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. Thank you for listening, especially premium subscribers. We'll be back soon, but in the meantime, hook up with us on Discord at discord.gg/Appleboys, on the website at appleboys.us, and Twitter and Facebook at Appleboys Pod. Happy tonight.